Hey guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. It's Tuesday, February 28th, 2012. This is Jennifer. I have two 12 for 2012 finishes to share with you today. First of all, my daughter's Inuyasha quilt is complete, as you can see right over my shoulder. It has been on her bed for the last couple of days. Her birthday was on Sunday. She is 17 years old now. This quilt has been in the works for about 3 years. We thought about it several years ago, started collecting t-shirts and fabric for it. I had everything ready to go for probably, sadly, almost a year before I actually started on it. And I started on this after I finished my January 12 for 2012, which was my bear paw quilt. That block here and this block down here, those are both stenciled. This block on this side, this one is an embroidered block that I did, that I traced out with chalk and then embroidered with white thread. At the top here in the center, you can see that is a piece of t-shirt that actually came from the back of this shirt. This is a t-shirt, this is a t-shirt, this is a t-shirt, and that is a t-shirt. I used about 8 or 10 reds that I cut into strips and pieced them end to end before cutting that piece, the size pieces I needed. I did quilt the entire quilt myself. I outlined all of the red and then went back and did a variety of meandering stitches. I did stipples and waves and all kinds of stuff inside of all the different rectangles. So that took me, I think, probably about 4 different times where I sat down and worked on it. I don't know how many hours, I didn't keep track. The back of the quilt I will show you now. So this is the quilt from the back. As you can see, I used mostly red and then I put a chunk of black at the top and bottom, and that's mainly because I miscalculated how much red I needed. So this was the binding fabric, which I'd actually bought extra of, so I had plenty. I actually had about a ½ an inch left of the black fabric after I made the binding, so I had just the right amount to put the black on the back and use it as the binding. So it is done. It's kind of hard to tell from here, but you can see the quilting. I used the same top and bottom thread colors so that the quilting would show on the back, and I did match the colors on the front. So if I was doing working on a blue piece of fabric on the front, then I used blue thread, and then you would see the blue thread on the back as well. So that was my February 12 for 2012 done, and this is my July 12 for 2012. I probably will just shift this up and it'll be my March 12 for 2012, or maybe I'll leave it in July, I don't know. This is the New York Beauty quilt that I showed you that was in progress last week. These blocks, originally I did them for a class, so I never finished them because I needed them. I basically had them in progress, and I had each step, step 1 and then step 1 and 2 and step 1, 2, and 3. And so I finished these all up, got them pieced, completely quilted this on, just like the Inuyasha quilt, I quilted this on my home machine. I did all of this on Saturday. I finished the quilt top, I put the binding on everything on Saturday. It has a label on it, it's ready to go. As soon as I finish filming this, I'm packing it up and it is shipping out to our new nephew. So this one's done. I'm thrilled that it's done. My next 12 for 2012, if I remember correctly from my list, March, is my Project of Doom signature quilt, which I'm super, super excited about getting pieced into a top. That one is obviously a very special quilt for me. So far, all 3 of the quilts that I have made have been gifts for someone else, and the next quilt that I'm going to finish is going to be for me, so that's very exciting for me to do. Fault in Our Stars Pay It Forward is in progress. I shipped off the box last week. Terry's already posted about receiving it. I know she and Sasha have already read The Fault in Our Stars, and I know who the box is going to next, so that's going to be fun. And I think it's exciting that we're all reading the same book, not just the same book, but exactly the same book. And I think it'll be fun to see what everyone thinks about the book afterwards. It's an amazing book, and I hope you guys are really touched by it. So last week, I think it was Thursday, Friday, Thursday maybe, there was a huge announcement that came out, and J.K. Rowling has a new book coming out this year. Obviously not Harry Potter. None of us expected for her to write another Harry Potter stories because that series is complete. But I'm just super, super excited that she has a new book coming out. I will read it, whatever it is, whatever genre it is, whatever it's about. I don't care. I'm going to read it because She is probably the best storyteller that's alive today, in my opinion. And I cannot wait to read what she has written over the last few years. I was actually just thinking about the fact that it was 5 years ago in January that we found out that Deathly Hallows was coming out in July of 2007. So it has been 5 years since we've had a book announcement, and that is really, really exciting that we have a new one. A lot of you guys have been giving book recommendations on Talk to Me Tuesday, and I think that's awesome. So feel free to share what books you're reading right now and what you think other people should be reading. I actually just read an older vampire novel called Anno Dracula, which is one of the most interesting vampire books I've read. It is, if you like fan fiction, you should definitely read it because it brings in a lot of characters from other stories and characters from history and puts them all in one story. It was a good read. I did laugh out loud a lot, and it's not intended to be funny, but a character would come in that I totally didn't expect, and I would just laugh. So if you like vampire novels, Anno Dracula, Kim Newman, I think. I will put the link in the description and make sure I have the right author on that. But anyway, that is going to be it for me. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I hope you're very crafty. I hope your 12 for 2012s are going amazingly, and I hope you're reading something good, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.